Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming and spending your afternoon with me for the next 30 minutes. My name is Nina DeVoli, and I teach third grade at Spring Creek. I teach reading and science, and my all-time favorite thing to use in the classroom is Seesaw. So I'm here to share with you this afternoon more on the activities feature in Seesaw. As I'm going through this, if you have any questions or concerns, please type them in the chat window, and our moderator, Sky Blue, will answer the questions for you. And then at the end, I will finish the video a couple minutes short, so that way I can also jump into the chat room and answer some questions as well. So both of us are here for you. We're really excited about this. And I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to just go ahead and jump into my Seesaw account. Now, this is just a made-up Seesaw account that I have here to show the activities. Whenever you log in, if you are familiar with Seesaw, then this is a perfect video for you, because I'm going to kind of skip over all of the basics of how to sign up and adding in kids, because I really want to focus more on creating, sharing, and the kids completing activities on here. So if you need help with the beginners, there's other i3 webinar videos out there for you to view as well. And then you can always come back to my video later. But as you see, once you log in, I'm under the teacher. I've got my student class journal over here on the left, and it's got all of the activities that the kids have completed. And then over to the right is how I can manage the different parts of Seesaw. So we'll be working with this second area, this activities button. And activities is just a way for you to share lessons with your class. And it's a really good thing if you have a lot of online activities that you want the kids to do, or even paper things that you had recently with your class. You can now put those digitally onto Seesaw, keep them all in one place. To me, I really enjoy it because whenever I grade on the weekend now, all I need is my Chromebook or my iPad, even my phone, because I have Seesaw on there, instead of carrying around a bunch of stacks of papers and stuff. It's all on this app ready for us. So that's really nice. So there's two ways to get to activities. You can either start with this big green plus button, and you can create or share an activity here. Or you can also go to the tab and click on this second tab, activities. And so I'll start right there first. And in this tab, what's nice about this way is that it shows you all of your previous activities that you have shared with your students so far. Let me get that away. And it lets you over here browse for activities that other teachers have created. Now, I absolutely love that, because why reinvent when it's already there for you? So you can browse this activity library, and that's what we'll go into first. Because some of us, especially for our first time, might not be exactly sure what activity we want, how we want it created, what to do. So what's wonderful is that Seesaw already has this stored for you. Now, these are made by users all across the Seesaw platform. If your school is a Seesaw school, then you could be sharing in your school library. And then over here, all of the Seesaw activities that you create yourself will go into your own library as well. So I teach third grade. That's why in my Seesaw library search, it's got third grade. But you can go through and pick, and what it's great is because Seesaw really works for all grade levels. So it even has 12th grade activities all the way down to pre-K activities. And so picking out your grade level is really going to help narrow down, because it drives me insane when I go onto these different programs and I do a search and it yields stuff that comes all the way up in high school that is useless for me, and stuff down for pre-K that is way too easy for my kids. So I like that I'm really able to pinpoint it directly onto the grade level that I want. Then I can also do a subject search and look through all of those. Maybe it's a specific third grade math lesson or reading, science. I can go in and pick that out. Or if I know just, in third grade, this week we're going to be talking about text features, then I can just type in text features and do a search for that. And tons of different activities from, these are teachers that I don't know, I'm not in connection with, but what's lovely is that all of us have it linked up to here for us to share. So just tons for us to scroll through. Now, I know you're thinking, but I don't have time to sit here and go through every single one of these activities and see if I like them or not. So what we have is this little like button, this little heart button, and I kind of use that as a guide for me. So I would look more at ones that have a higher like rating. So this has about 1,500 likes, whereas this one only has 81. So I'm just going to look for one that's just got a higher level and then just kind of open those up. So this is one way for you to search for an already created activity. That way it's not as much work for you to do. It's right there ready for you. So I'll go ahead and open one up just to see what it's like. And on here, the author has the student instructions of what she's having the kids do. And this is what the kids will see. This is how they will read it. They need to add this. They need to take a photo of a nonfiction article, use the text to label the nonfiction text features. They need to add 5 different labels onto their photo, add a title, heading, picture, caption, bold word. So they're able to do all of this. If this is something that I think I would really enjoy my students to do, and I think, yeah, I'll, like it, let other teachers know that I enjoy it, and then I can share it with a class, either down here, up here, and I will decide what class do I want to share it with. Now, I am a teacher of several different classes. That's why you see multiple on here. So I'll either pick the one or I'll pick the 2, 3, 4 that I want to share it with. And I can schedule it for a certain day that I want them to do. Or, you know what, I can go ahead and share it immediately because I want them to do it either today or tomorrow. And then I'll just share with my 4 classes. So when the kids sign on, they'll be able to respond to this activity. So that's one way to get to and create an activity from Seesaw. Really like this, how you're really able to just narrow down exactly what you're looking for. They've got a lot of good ideas going on. So I would, if you were new to this Seesaw activities, I would first tell you to look to see what is already out there. Take some of that stress off. Let's start easy. Let's just dip our toe into the water and see what is already out there created for us. Now, when you become comfortable and you've tried out, several of the already made up ones, then maybe it's your turn to create your own. So here I'm going to go back to class. And as you can see now in my activities, I have the nonfiction text features where the kids can add, and I'll get into this side here in a little bit. And so say I now want to create my own activity. I can, go down here and do the browse activity library, start it from my library, or the easiest way is just clicking on this big green plus button and create or share an activity, the second one. So it opens up to where we were before, but now we're under the tab My Library. So these are all the activities that I have created or shared before. So you can see some of them I have made myself, and then some I took from other teachers because I just absolutely loved what they were doing. I thought that it would work perfect for in my classroom. But I'll go to create new activity. And I will give this activity a name. So I'm going to kind of stick with the text features theme. And then I can give them instructions such as how the activity we found before. So step 1, take a picture of an article. Step 2, label the text features. And I could keep going on giving them that. Now, I have some students that yes. Okay, now it's saying I'm off air, but I didn't even touch Google Hangouts. Once you end it, it won't let you back on. So weird. I don't know what was going on there. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Hopefully everyone's back on. My moderator's keeping me informed of what's going on over there. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. If it does, then she'll let me know and we'll figure something out. All right. Not sure where we left off, where our connection got lost from before. But now that we have created an activity ourselves, I have saved it. Just because I saved it, it does not mean that I have shared it out to any of my classes. It's just put it saved in my library. So I'm able to share it like how I did the other ones, whether by clicking on the All right. So hopefully we can see what is on my screen. I know my screen wasn't showing. So if I click share, let's see. It sounds like y'all can hear me, but you're not able to see my actual screen. Oh, there it is. Okay. So if I share it, once again, I'll just click on the class that I want it to. I can share it with the other teachers right here in the Seesaw library, the school library, email it, copy the link, and I'm able to share it with teachers at my school as well as my kids. I'll click share. And there we go. So now that I'm able to find activities and I'm able to create activities, I'm going to go back to class. And I'm going to have the students add an activity. Now, at the beginning of the school year, since we had Seesaw downloaded on our iPads from a couple years ago, it did not have the activities feature. And for whatever reason, self-service did not have an update for Seesaw. So we had to delete the app and re-download it in order for this activities button to show up. So if you're experiencing that problem in class, if y'all are on iPads, not on a Chromebook or some type of other platform, then I would just try deleting the app and re-downloading it since that update was not showing up on our iPads. It might be the same for you. So the kids, whenever they get on and they enter into their Seesaw, they are going to go to the activities tab, just like how you were. And it's going to show up a little bit different for them, but they'll have this add button. So on the activity that you are telling them that they need to complete, they will click on add. They're going to find their name. So if it's student 3, and then they need to view the instructions. So up here at the top, it tells them what to do. If you've done that voice recording, they're able to listen to you right here as they're able to see your example, the different things that you have for them. When they're ready, they'll go ahead and they will complete it on their own. And when they've completed it, They'll turn it in just like how they normally turn in any Seesaw activity. So they would just click their check button after they're done working. They'd click their check button. I'll say, yep, that's what I want. And then when it's uploaded, it will not automatically be in the journal until you approve it yourself. But what's nice about them working on activities is in this activities link in the tab, I can go here and sorry, my internet's going slow, y'all. I can look on here and I can see, okay, I had one response turned into this already. If they did it on a student, under a student login, then it would be waiting for approval. But since it was under my login, that's why it's 0 waiting for approval. And I have 3 kids who still have not responded to this yet. And so I can open this up and see all of their work all at once. If you have 20 kids, it's going to show 20 boxes. It'll show all of their work right there. Easy for you to get an overview of exactly who's doing what, who hasn't started, who's finished, what kind of work they're all turning in. So I really enjoy that you're able to see this right here and knowing how many has not responded and just looking down and saying student 1, 2, and 4 need to still finish this. So that's a nice feature on the activities. I can do that for all of them if I scroll down. And I have, this one is a link. So they were supposed to go to the link and complete the activity. And I see that not a single student has gone to this link and done the Google Form quiz yet. So I'm still waiting for all 4 of them. Maybe at the end they were supposed to write on their Seesaw library saying that they had finished. And that way, whenever they are done and you've approved it, not only does it go to you, but their parents at home get to see their Seesaw activity as well. So it is nice being able to see who's done it, who has not done it. And here we go. I don't know if my broadcast, it looks like every time this light comes on, it seems like we have an issue with the screen. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and since we're having so many technical difficulties, I'm going to stop this and I'm going to jump into the chat window. And because this is starting to just probably be more confusing for y'all rather than helping. I really love this. The only thing I can say is go in, play around. It doesn't hurt for you to add activities and create them and share them and look at the ones that are already made. Share them with your team. Have your team share some with you. Look all around through there. You can create them to where they're being sent on to different websites and different Google Classrooms and all of that. So I'll be on the YouTube chat window here. So that way I can answer any questions you may have because I'm not sure what had been cut out during this presentation and what y'all actually got to see. I am so sorry that all of this was happening. We'll have to figure that out so that way the next time we have some webinars, this doesn't happen to you again, because I know you're spending your afternoon with me when you could be doing something else. So I do appreciate you coming by. Once again, I'm Nina DeVoli. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll talk to you in the chat.